Hey Reddit, buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride. I've been sitting on this story for a while, but seeing all these family drama posts made me think maybe it's time to get this off my chest. Grab your Mountain Dew and settle in, cause this one's a doozy. So picture this. Little 10-year-old me, sitting at our kitchen table doing homework, when my adoptive mom drops the bomb that would basically define the next 8 years of my life. She's on her third glass of barefoot wine, you know, the cheap stuff from Target, and she looks at me with this weird expression and goes, "You know, Sarah, you're not really my daughter. Not like Michael is. Michael's my adoptive brother, her biological son." I'm like, what? And she just keeps going. "We got you from the agency when you were a baby because I felt bad for kids like you, but you'll never be real family. Not like Michael." That moment, man, it hit different. Like getting sucker punched by reality while you're just trying to finish your math homework. From that day on, everything changed. It was like she'd given herself permission to treat me like some kind of house guest who'd overstayed their welcome. Michael got new Air Jordans. I got hand-me-downs from Goodwill. Michael wanted to join travel soccer. Sure thing, honey. I wanted to do theater. "We don't have money for that, Sarah. You should be grateful for what you have." The worst part wasn't even the material stuff. It was the constant reminder that I didn't belong. Family photos. I was always slightly off to the side. Holiday cards. The Johnson family, Mark, Linda, and Michael. Oh, and Sarah. Sometimes they'd add that as an afterthought. Hi. School was rough, not gonna lie. While Michael got a brand new Honda Civic for his 16th birthday, complete with a big red bow like those cheesy Lexus commercials, I was told I could use Mom's old minivan if it was available. Spoiler alert, it was never available. But here's where it gets interesting. See, being the not real daughter meant I had to hustle. While Michael was coasting on mommy and daddy's money, I was working at Subway, saving every penny. I studied my butt off because I knew no one was going to pay for my college. Got straight A's, killed the SATs, and landed a full ride to Northwestern. The sorry day I got my acceptance letter, I ran home so excited. Finally, I thought they'd be proud of me. Mom's response? "Well, I guess that's good. Michael's thinking about community college, so at least we won't have to pay for both of you." Y'all, I cannot explain the feeling of your whole chest. Just deflating. Like someone let all the air out of your happiness balloon. But that moment, that was my turning point. I realized I was never going to be real to them, so I might as well make my own reality. I packed my bags the day after graduation. Mom didn't even try to stop me. Just stood in the doorway with her Diet Coke and said, "Don't expect us to bail you out when you fail." College was hard. Like ramen every night, selling plasma for textbook money. Hard. But you know what? I thrived. Turns out when you've spent your whole life fighting to prove you deserve to exist, actual challenges feel manageable. Got my degree in computer science, landed an internship at Google, yeah, that Google, and never looked back. Fast forward to now. I'm 28, living in a sick condo in Seattle with a view of the Space Needle. I pull in around $200K a year as a senior software engineer. Life is good. Like spontaneous weekend trips to Vegas good. Meanwhile, back in suburban Chicago, things weren't going so hot for their real family. Dad lost his job during COVID. Michael dropped out of community college and has been finding himself for the past 6 years. Translation, playing video games in the basement. And Mom? Well, her wine budget finally caught up with their finances. They lost the house last year. The McMansion where I was never real enough? Gone. Foreclosed. And suddenly, I start getting calls. First from Dad, all sweet and apologetic. Then from Michael, talking about how family helps family. But Mom was the best. She called me crying, actually crying, saying she was sorry and that she always loved me like a real daughter. I'm not gonna lie, Reddit. I laughed, like full-on belly laugh. 10 years of being told I wasn't real family, and now that they need something, suddenly I'm daughter of the year, I said. No, and I meant it. Blocked them all, changed my number. Told the doorman at my building their names so they couldn't even get past the lobby. Last I heard through mutual friends, they're living in some sketchy motel off I-90. Mom's apparently been telling people I'm ungrateful, that after everything they did for me, I abandoned them. The irony is just chef's kiss. Sometimes I drive past homeless camps here in Seattle and wonder if that's where they'll end up. And you know what? I feel nothing. No guilt, no regret, nothing. They had 18 years to treat me like family. 18 years to love me. They chose not to. Now I'm choosing not to save them. Karma's a beach, isn't it? Updated. Okay, wow. This absolutely blew up. My phone's been going crazy all day. Thanks for all the support, y'all. It means more than, Let me answer some of the common questions and give you an update on the current situation. First off, to everyone asking if I feel guilty. Honestly, Sometimes. Not gonna pretend I'm made of stone. There are moments, usually late at night, when I'm overthinking everything, where I wonder if I'm being too harsh. But then I remember Christmas 2015, when they literally forgot to put any presents under the tree for me. Mom's excuse? Oh, Sarah, we thought you were working that day. I wasn't. I was sitting right there watching Michael open his new Xbox. 2. Those asking about my biological parents, I don't know much. Closed adoption. All I know is my birth mom was 15 when she had me. The agency told my adoptive parents she was a good kid who made a mistake. Sometimes I wonder about her, but I've never tried to find her. Maybe someday. Now for the real tea. So, last week I get a Facebook message from my Aunt Karen, Mom's sister, who was always decent to me. She's like, Sarah, I know you don't want to hear from them, but your mom's in the hospital. Apparently, Mom collapsed at the motel. Malnutrition. And alcohol withdrawal. She's been living off gas station hot dogs and bottom shelf vodka. Dad's been working as a Walmart greeter, barely making enough to keep the motel room. Michael? Still unemployed, obviously. But here's where it gets wild. Aunt Karen tells me that Mom's been telling everyone at the hospital that her successful daughter is coming to save them. She's literally bragging about me to the nurses, showing them my LinkedIn profile, talking about how proud she is of her baby girl. Y'all? I cannot. The audacity. But wait, there's more. Turns out they've been telling people I send them money monthly, but that it got lost in the mail or their bank had issues. They've been keeping up appearances, pretending I'm supporting them while living in that motel. The cherry on top? Michael somehow got my work email and sent me this long message about how I'm breaking Mom's heart and how real family doesn't abandon each other. This coming from the guy who used to lock me out of the house for fun and tell me I should be grateful they didn't send me back to the orphanage. I did something petty. Not proud of it, but I replied with a photo of my view from my condo, captioned, enjoying my unreal life with my unreal success. Then I blocked him there too. Some of you asked if I have any other family or support system. I do. My best friend Jess has been my ride or die since college. Her family basically adopted me for real this time. Spent last Thanksgiving with them, and her mom literally cried happy tears when she saw how well I'm doing. That's what family feels like. Also, I've been in therapy for years. My therapist, Dr. Martinez, is the real MVP. She helped me understand that blood doesn't make family, and DNA doesn't equal loyalty. She also helped me realize I don't owe my adoptive family anything beyond what they gave me, which was the legal minimum required to not get arrested for child neglect. To everyone, sharing their own stories in the comments, I see you. I hear you. We survived. We thrived. We made our own families. And that's beautiful. Oh, and to that one commenter who said I should be the bigger person and help them anyway? Respectfully, no. Being the bigger person doesn't mean being a doormat. I spent 18 years being small, making myself invisible, trying to earn love that should have been freely given. I'm done shrinking myself. Tomorrow, I'm flying to Maui for a work conference, gonna extend it into a personal vacation. While I'm sipping Mai Tais on the beach, they can figure out their own problems. Just like I had to figure out mine when I was 18 with nothing but a suitcase and a dream. Stay strong, Reddit. Choose yourself. Always. Updated. Reddit, I'm literally shaking right now. Just got off the most insane phone call of my life and I need to vent before I lose my mind. So I'm at work yesterday, deep in code review, when our receptionist Amy pings me. Sarah, there's someone here to see you. Says he's your brother. My blood goes cold. How did Michael find my office? I work at a secure building. You need a badge to get past the lobby. But there he is, standing at reception looking like he hasn't showered in a week. Security's already on alert. Shout out to Tony, our guard, who's built like The Rock and doesn't play. I tell Amy I'll be right down, but to keep security close. Y'all, the audacity of this man. He's lost weight, looks rough, wearing the same Nirvana t-shirt he had in high school, except now it's got holes and stains. The second he sees me, he starts crying, full-on sobbing in the middle of our pristine tech lobby. Sarah, please. Mom's dying. She keeps asking for you. She wants to apologize. I'm keeping my distance, very aware that my coworkers are watching this drama unfold. I tell him we can talk outside. Tony follows us out. God bless that man. The story he spins? Apparently Mom's organs are shutting down. Years of heavy drinking finally catching up. She's refusing treatment unless she can see me first. Dad's had a mental breakdown. They're about to be evicted from the motel. But here's what pisses me off. Not once does he apologize. Not once does he acknowledge how they treated me. It's all, you need to help us, and family is family, and how can you be so cruel? I ask him one simple question. Michael, tell me one birthday of mine. Just one. He can't. This man who lived in the same house as me for 18 years can't remember a single birthday. But he remembers I make good money now. I'm about to walk away when he drops the bomb. We know where you live. Now I'm mad. I look him dead in the eye and say, "Are you threatening me?" Because my building has excellent security, I have cameras everywhere, and my lawyer would love to hear about this conversation. I don't actually have a lawyer on retainer, but he doesn't know that. He backpedals fast. No, I just meant we could come visit, work things out. I shut it down. Told him if any of them show up at my home or my work again, I'm filing restraining orders. Told him Mom made her choice when she decided I wasn't real family. Told him they can figure out their own problems just like I had to. The last thing, I said, I forgive you all. For me, not for you. But forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation. I wish you the best, but I'm not your solution. Then I walked back into my building, and Tony made sure Michael left the premises. But it doesn't end there. I get home that night to find flowers at my door. Expensive ones, too. Like a $200 arrangement from that fancy place downtown. The card? To our beloved daughter, we were wrong. Please come home. Love, Mom and Dad. They're love bombing me now. Classic manipulation tactic. I donated the flowers to a nursing home nearby. Seemed fitting. Then the emails started. Somehow they got my personal email. Long, rambling messages about how they've seen the error of their ways and how they're so proud of the woman I've become. Dad even sent a list of all the things he claims they did for me. Like I should be grateful for the bare minimum of food and shelter. The funniest part? They're rewriting history. Suddenly, I was always their special girl, and they never treated me differently. Like, do they think I have amnesia? Do they not remember telling me I was lucky they didn't return me? My therapist called this extinction burst behavior. When someone realizes their usual tactics aren't working, they amp up the pressure before finally giving up. She warned me it might get worse before it gets better, and she was right. This morning I woke up to find they'd started a GoFundMe. Help loving parents reconnect with estranged daughter. They're using my success story to get sympathy donations, talking about how they sacrificed everything to raise me and now I've abandoned them in their time of need. I reported it to GoFundMe as fraud. We'll see what happens. Here's the thing, Reddit. I worked my ass off to get where I am. Every achievement, every promotion, every success. I earned that despite them, not because of them. They don't get to claim credit for my success now that their own lives have imploded. I'm changing my email, already changed my phone number, and I'm looking into security systems for my condo. Maybe I'm paranoid, but I didn't survive this long by being careless. To everyone dealing with toxic family, you don't owe them anything. Not your money, not your time, not your emotional energy. Blood doesn't make family. Love, respect, and mutual support make family. And sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is walk away. Final update. This will be my last update. What happened this week made me realize I need to close this chapter for good. Mom died yesterday. Aunt Karen called me. Liver failure. She never woke up from the coma. I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't say goodbye. I'm at peace with that. They're having a small service tomorrow. I won't be there. Instead, I'm donating $10K to a charity that helps adopted kids in the foster system. Seems like a better use of money than flowers for a woman who never saw me as real. Michael sent one last email. Just 2 words. You won. But that's the thing. This was never about winning. It was about surviving. And I did. Thanks for listening, Reddit. Your support meant everything. I'm real. I always was.